Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face.
Okay. You went on to then launch an investigation to find out if you could prosecute that as a
Death threat.
How'd that go?
I did, and I was criticized for that, for saying that I thought that we should at least look at it as a death threat, because you look at what he just said,
Right.
which was extremely violent and at a minimum horrific for any political leader to use that kind of language. And remember, as you know, that was right before the election.
Right. So this is right before the November 2024 election.
Right before the November 2024 election, Liz Cheney was out there talking about the need to preserve democracy, supporting Kamala Harris, and he comes to Arizona and says those things as if he doesn't know what he's saying. And so I said, yeah, I think that I asked my criminal division chief to take a look at whether that constituted a death threat or a violation of any statute in Arizona. Because one of the things that, as the Attorney General of Arizona, I have said is we are not going to tolerate death threats against any elected official, any elections official, because that has been a problem in my state and in other states where people are essentially threatening elections officials. So much so that some of our elections officials, 2/3 of our elections directors or a top election official in our counties, Hassan, in the last election cycle, resigned. We lost them because they didn't want to put up with that kind of thing. I mean, if you're an average person and you're an election director, and we have fantastic elections directors, why are you going to put up with that? We had one county election director who had her dog poisoned to death in Arizona. Correct. Just because she stood up for the rule of law.